driving where he's just, it sounds so bizarre to say it, just running red lights at a slow speed. But right now we're still not quite, we're about 90 miles an hour. We're still eastbound on that 60 freeway. Rowland Heights is the area, and it just continues to just go and go and go. California Highway Patrol, they're not going to be able to pit it. They're not going to be able to throw any spike strips out in front of it, especially because of all the other traffic that's out here this evening, and there is a lot. But this vehicle weaving in and out, taking advantage of every opening, every ability to get around another vehicle, using the center divider, using the far emergency lanes, and of course just bobbing and weaving as it would be. Right now, though, at least we're not seeing any agitated activity inside that car, but the California Highway Patrol still behind it and in the air, and is making our way eastbound right now at very high speeds on the 60 freeway. Azusa Boulevard. Industry. True. Well, that right there was just a vehicle from the sheriff's department making its way on the freeway. We're going to be it just happened to be there. Trust me, I don't think that officer or that deputy was planning on putting himself in that situation. Definitely hugging the wall right there, and it looks like he's basically on an off ramp. Is this his plan? High speeds, sharp turns right there. We'll keep an eye on it. He's making his way to the bottom of the off-ramp. This would be a spot where the California Highway Patrol could take advantage of a pit maneuver if they were right there, but not at that high speed. So lucky. We've seen so many of those close calls and just blending into traffic. I can tell you that we are on Nogales. We're on Nogales right now, and it looks like we are southbound on Nogales. So weaving in and out of traffic, and again, Rowland Heights is the city we are definitely in, and southbound on Nogales. And you can see this vehicle not really slowing down that much. Sharp turn, making his way into another parking lot. This has always been very weird that he likes to cut through these parking lots. It doesn't really save anything. It puts a lot of other people, like those folks right there. Whoops, there we go. This is something new. There we go. There we go. And he's out for a run, and of course it's going to be in a spot where we're having a little bit of difficulty. But that being said, California Highway Patrol right there behind him, and it does look like he ran into a store. And you got another officer, very smart move, but hopefully he stops watching that back door as well. But the fact that the officers are that close behind, and look at it, look at all the folks deciding it's time to leave. There they go, everybody running out of the 99-cent store. There you go. But you can wonder what's going on inside that store. And you know, you did bring up something very interesting. That person, now that we have information, parolee at large, that makes things a little bit more desperate. That person definitely going back to jail one way or another. And if he has a weapon, this could be something very, very different. I'm going to. She stayed behind, yeah. The passenger side door is open. Right, and again, victim somebody that was along for the ride, whatever the deal is. She's still in the vehicle right there. You can see the officer. All right, we're gonna. You can see them all. There's a lot of shoppers in that 99-cent store. Wow! But you can see other officers actually out there with weapons out. You can see a lot of weapons out, and so you got to wonder what is going on inside that store right now. I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything as far as weapons seen or something along those lines. You can see it looks like a store employee calling other people to make their way out of the store. You can see them through the window. No, that's just a customer, and you can see a number of officers making their way into that. One in custody. There they go. Well, I'm hearing that it definitely sounds like that suspect in custody and the officers from California Highway Patrol making their way over to the vehicle. I'm kind of splitting the difference here between the shots just so if they bring that suspect out in cuffs, we get the shot. There it is. That's what I wanted to see right there. Now I can say for sure the suspect is in custody. Didn't want to say it until we saw it. So there you go. Suspect in custody coming out of the 99-cent store in cuffs. That person that's in the passenger seat. Now officers are approaching that vehicle, starting to talk to that female that's been in the passenger seat. And for a moment there, just because they just don't know what's going on, they basically they had their weapons out. But now it looks like she's just in that front seat. We haven't heard the call yet for an ambulance. We're going to keep an ear on that. I know that Walnut, one of the vehicles is there. Walnut Sheriff's Department has been notified. They're going to be here on scene as well. I think they were going to use them if this would have turned into some sort of standoff. But you can see suspect in custody, that passenger inside that car right now in that front seat. We don't see any aid being rendered, but it definitely no movement either. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. It's going to be sensitive to that situation. And but definitely that one in custody. There's the driver that's led us on this pursuit for hours this afternoon and evening. Now going in the back of that squad car, as you said, parolee at large. Definitely going to probably be going back to some jail time. And again, because there's no movement and I don't see any aid being rendered, I'm going to stay a little bit wider until we figure out what's going on with the situation inside that Honda. That victim still, or that female, well, she was the victim of an assault, is still in that front seat.